Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Sorry to keep you all waiting there, folks. Couple of tech issues, but we are here live, guys. What's going on? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for the show. We've got lots to get into this afternoon. I hope this is reaching you in a fine mood, my friends. How are you all doing today? Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a bunch of legends in here. Lalo Vera, what's going on? Neil Driscoll, Fire Up, Nas, Mark. We've also got Wackass Akram in here, and ZX Flames, C Talentless, Amy Evans, Berber. Oh shit, I punched my microphone. Berber, Chris Chatfield, Marco, Nas, YouTube Jamaican, Marky Nurse, Jeffers, Hamza, Scujo, Langy, United Tactical Talk, Tyler, Johnster, Big Red, G-Wolf, oh, Disco Dave, AJ, Mark Nurse, Harvey, Madhouse, Ezio, Anthony, JRB, Shubham, Stu, Mark, Ardy, BTT, Jim Watkins, Marco Butters, Ronnie Dodge, United Forever, Dennis Johnson. This is going to get harder to do, folks. But thank you very much, every one of you legends, for joining us. Do us a favor at the start of this stream. Smash that like button on it. Give it a big old thumbs up if you have not done so. Hit the like button. Also, give it a share around. We've pinned the tweet to the top of live chat. That will help the channel out loads and help spread the word of the pig. So please do give it a cheeky little retweet or whatnot if you're on Twitter. We'll give you a shout out later in the show as well. And as always, do drop the like on the vid at the start. Get yourself involved in the chat throughout the show. Have your say. We'll get in and out the chat, see your thoughts and opinions. It's a fully interactive show. And then at the end, we'll have a big Q&A as well, guys. So get involved. Get in there raw, my friends. Hey, thank you, Marco. We'll see about that. But it's great to have you all aboard the Bacon Express today. Let's get into the latest United news. This show's all about giving you the latest updates for United, so let's get stuck in. So the big news, really, today is that, well, it's Antony Day, guys. Get in there, my son. Let's get a hashtag welcome to Manchester in there for Antony, because this deal is done, and it's just a case of this guy be flying in to Manchester this afternoon to conduct a medical and some other things and register and sign some documents and this sort of thing and take some photographs, I'm sure, and do all that PR guff and the promotional stuff and all that sort of stuff. He's going to be doing all of that. So we've got Antony flying in today. Let's get some airplane emojis in there as well. Get in. So this one's looking to be concluded soon. Likeliness is he'll be ready for the Arsenal game. Small possibility he could be registered in time, I suppose, to play some sort of part in the Leicester game. Yeah, sorry, Leicester on Thursday night. But we've got Arsenal coming up after that. He'll more than likely be playing for that. Maybe Ten Hag will give him a few minutes towards the end of the Leicester game if he's registered, just like he did with Casemiro when he's brought him in. Just ease him in gently, give him a little bit of a taste, and then have him prepared for the next big game. So hopefully that's what we see. But if not, he'll be ready here for the Arsenal game. But here's the latest update here. Justin, Antony will arrive this afternoon in Manchester. This is from Guilla Ray. Also, Fabrizio Romano reports that Antony will fly to Manchester in the next hours. This is just before the stream. It will be today. It's now decided and confirmed. Medical has been already booked. So Antony is flying into Manchester United, of course, to conduct this medical. It says he will be together with his agents. Contracts have been already approved on both the player and club side, so no issues whatsoever there. Just a formality. Conduct the medical, cross some T's, dot some I's, and send it all off. The saga will be over soon. Get in there, my son. Come on, guys. This is a sick sign in this one, mate. Antony is a red. And he's obviously a fantastic player that Ten Hag knows. 22 Brazilian vibes. Could be the next Neymar. Who knows? Could be the next Neymar of that sort of caliber. We'll see. He's got the tricks. He's got these skills. He's scoring goals. He's creating goals. Look, he's only done it in the Eredivisie, and he hasn't done it to a huge level yet. But all the signs are there that he's going to be an awesome player. Ten Hag's got his guy. We spent 100 million euros on this guy. It doesn't really matter. Who gives a toss? It's only money. But this guy is the tits. He just looks a very good talented player. Ten Hag to put all of his eggs in this guy with 100 million euros. He must be an absolute baller, because this is a pressure situation for both Ten Hag and the player coming in for such a huge fee. It puts pressure on both of them to perform, and that's what I think is going to happen, guys. So Antony is a red. It's a great signing. We have paid way too much money, but you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. It's not our money, is it? Hey, Wiggy, thank you so much indeed for getting your highlighted member comment in here, being a moderator and being a member of this channel for nearly 2 years. Guys, can we just take a moment to put a hashtag 23 in the live chat there, please, for Wiggy? He says, Antony, hell yeah. Mate, thank you so much, Wiggy, for always supporting the show and for being a member for nearly 2 years. Get in there, Wiggy. I love that. Thank you so much, bud. Antony, hell yeah. Very good signing, isn't it? okay, take away the money. We've got somebody that Erik ten Hag has already developed for a couple of seasons. He's already got a good relationship and a great understanding. And also he's somebody that will come in and help this United side and give Ten Hag what he needs. Because I think if you look at his Ajax team and sort of how he plays, there's a large emphasis on his wingers to be scoring goals and creating goals. And, it's not just about, getting the ball to the centre forward. He wants all the whole front three scoring goals. So, this is what's going to have to happen. We're going to have to be more of, if you look at what sort of Liverpool have been over the last few years, where they've had goals coming, really most of their goals coming from the wide positions. That's sort of what we could be trying to look to do. Obviously, we're playing with players like, say, Sancho on the left-hand side and Antony on the right-hand side. We could be looking at trying to get them scoring a lot of goals, which is the idea here. So Ten Hag wants to use these wingers. Ten Hag is going to get himself a great winger he's got the relationship with. Fantastic. Okay, so we have, this is a slightly older update from Fab a few hours ago before that one that he's flying in. But he did say that United are planning for Antony's arrival and medical tests, while contracts have been approved by both the clubs and player side. 5-year deal with an option for a further season. Here we go, confirmed. Ajax will receive 95 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. It's done. Crikey, that is an expensive deal, but it is a good one for us, obviously, getting this great player. I don't know why we've spent that much money. In all honesty, I'm absolutely shocked that Man United have spent that much money on this guy, because he is a good talented player, but I wouldn't have put it really in our recruitment team's hands to go and be that generous towards Ajax. But I guess seeing as we've got their manager, seeing as we've got Lisandro Martinez, and now we're going back for Antony, they wanted to be compensated, and we've got a little bit desperate. I mean, that's the word for this transfer window from United, really. We've had a good window. You can't really deny that, because we've got some good players in. Casemiro's a game changer. Look at the left back and the centre back that we've acquired. They're going to improve things massively. And also, Eriksen, what a great free signing. And now this guy, I mean, this is a good window, but also, I can't remember what I was going to say, but it's a good window, but it could have been better, I suppose. But in regards to the overall feeling in the team, we need to get some more players in here, of course, I think still. But it's for a first window for Ten Hag to have this sort of an impact with these signings. It's brilliant. They have backed the manager here. Fuck the Glazers, guys. Hashtag Glazers out and all that. We're not giving any praise to those shithouses. But at least we have backed the manager in the sense that we've given him the players he wants largely. We failed to get De Jong in. We'll get onto that in a little bit. But we've got Casemiro and all those other players that we just mentioned. Other than Casemiro, really, you can say that all of the players that we signed are just Ten Hag players. They're players that Ten Hag's identified, Ten Hag wants, either he's coached them or he's played against them, he wants them. So that's really what the key is there. But the Casemiro signing, they've backed him. They've given him some players. He's got a decent squad. He's got a good squad. I think the defence looks so much more solid now. We've got Slabo Maguire on the bench, playing centre bench. That's good enough for him for the time being. And he can just play a backup Phil Jones-esque type role as far as I'm concerned. The new water boy, Slabo Maguire. So, there you go. That's fine by me. We've got a new good look back line. The defensive midfield is going to be sorted now because we've got that Rolls Royce of a Brazilian beast in there. Casemiro, depending on which variation of midfield you could go for, you could do something crazy like put Eriksen and Bruno in front of him, or you could do something where you've got two holding midfielders, maybe Casemiro. You've also got Fred as well. Remember, Fred and Casemiro played together for Brazil. So the midfield's all of a sudden looking a lot better just with that big addition of Casemiro. At the top of the pitch is where the issues were the most now. But if we get Antony in there, we've got Sancho, we've got Rashford, we've got Martial, we've still got young lads like Garnacho, etc. Then Ronaldo as well, then of course we will be okay. We still need a centre forward or a striker, I think, but we'll be okay as long as we can get Antony in, and if we could get one or two more, that'd be sensational. But let's just ask the live chat very quickly to rate the transfer window after we've got Antony out of 10. What's your thoughts and opinions, guys? Let us know. We like to play this game. 105 likes on the stream. So get in, guys. Thank you very much, every one of you, for hitting the like button. Baby, we did it. We smashed 100 likes, guys. Keep hitting that thumbs up. Smash us up there on the algorithm. And get yourself subscribed to the channel, guys. Get yourself in there raw and have your say. 7 out of 10. Says Ezio, 7 says Amy, 8 says Noble Ammo, 7 says Hamza and RJ, 7.5 says Wiggy, 6 says Sharma and Matthew, Chris Chatfield says 8, 7.5 says Walking Stone, G says 8.5, Cousin Groy, but yeah, I'm with you, I'm with most of you guys. Berber says 9 for players, 1 for the melt fest behind the scenes. That's fair. Yeah, I'm with you guys, really. It's a good window. It's a 6 out of 7, 6 or a 7 out of 10. Now, I suppose we're looking like we're going to get Dubravka as well as a goalkeeper addition. Not really bothered about that. But the defence has been more or less sorted. I suppose you could argue we could have got maybe one more out and one more in there. Perhaps a right back or even a centre back as well. Get Slava Maguire sold and sign somebody else. But, that's wishful thinking. That's a fantasy. But everywhere else, yeah, I mean, the midfield looks a lot better just with Casemiro coming in and Eriksen coming in, obviously. And if we get Antony in, it's not quite enough, but it's good. G-Wolf thinks it's a good one, and Berber does. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. It's definitely a good window. Oh, Gungshi, you what, pal? Thank you so much, Gungshi. You didn't have to go and do that. What? Don Gungshi has only gone and upgraded his membership. You what? He's become a sausage soldier. Thank you so much, Gungshi. What the hell, mate? Absolute long-time legend has only gone and upped his game there. You what? Thank you so much, Gungshi. I really appreciate that, man. He's become a sausage soldier. Guys, let's get some sausage emojis in the live chat there, if there is any. I don't know if there is. But thank you so much, Gungshi, for that. You're a bloody legend, mate. Get in. I really appreciate that. Get in. Let's get some of your favourite emojis in the live chat for Gungshi. And also for Francois Coq. Francois Cox's just become a member of the channel again, mate. Francois, another long-time member of this channel. Another long-time legend. Just re-upping the membership there. Get in there, Francois. Come on. Thank you so much, Francois Coq. Everyone, please do get some love hearts in the live chat for these guys. I really appreciate the support there, guys. Thank you so much. Get in. Right, okay. Right, let's get back into the news. What an absolute bunch of fucking legends. That's all I can say about that. So there is a feeling that we could possibly get Antony in there for the Leicester game. Let's have a look at this. So there's a report from Sky, anyway, that says Antony has to be registered by midday on Wednesday to be available for Man United's game against Leicester City on Thursday. It is thought that it's unlikely as Antony has to sort a visa and a work permit. So it's unlikely because you know how these things go. They take a little bit of time. We've seen the last few signings. It does take, about 48 hours for the visa and stuff like that to be granted and worked out. I'm sure it's already been applied for, etc. But he has to be registered by midday on Wednesday, which only gives us just less than 2 full days to be able to get this guy registered so he could feature against Leicester. I think it's still possible because, well, yeah, I mean, it depends. If we get him in there in time, they'll register him, won't they? And then they'll just have him available. He might not even be in the squad, but they might just chuck him on the bench and give him 10 minutes at the end, just like we did with Casemiro. It's possible, get his debut out of the way, have him ready to start maybe in that Arsenal game. It makes sense. Let's have a little vote, guys, in the live chat. Smash a 1 if you think that he will feature in the Leicester game on Thursday night. Smash a 2 if you think he will not be registered by then and he won't be playing. Let us know. Just see where you're at. But I think there's still a small chance. I don't think he will. I think he'll more than likely be ready and available for that Arsenal game. But I still think there's a small chance it could happen. Matthew Smith says maybe. Everyone else says no. Harvey Page thinks so. Yeah, nice one. Vutinator says no. Master Yoda says no. Yeah, it's unlikely, guys, because like the visa and the application, that sort of stuff's going to take a little bit of time. But it's possible, though. Don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. We saw Casemiro make a little bit of a cameo. I'm sure if he was fit and available and registered, Ten Hag would want him to get involved and to play a few minutes anyway. So, great news about Antony, guys. He's going to be registered today, more than likely. Or not registered today, sorry, but he's going to be signed today. He's going to be coming over to Manchester, signing the documents, and they're going to be finalising things. And we can see that he's flying over this afternoon. Fab updated just before this show and said that Antony will fly to Manchester in the next hours. It will be today. It's now decided and confirmed. The medical has already been booked. He will be together with his agents. Contracts already approved on both player and club sides. So it's going to be today. Francois Coq, thank you so much indeed for your highlighted member comment. 16 months he's been a member of this channel. Thank you so much, Francois. Let's get a 16 in the live chat. Really appreciate you, dude. He says his debut at Old Trafford will be nice. Yes, mate, absolutely. Really looking forward to that. I mean, I think we've got ourselves an exciting player here who's got the best years ahead of him. I mean, the glimpses you've seen of him so far is just the early development. He's still got development left to go because he is only 22. He's shown a lot in the last couple of seasons, and from all the footage or the videos, he looks like a ridiculously skillful Brazilian winger, which is what we could do with somebody who can score a goal as well. He's got a decent eye for goal. Statistically speaking, he's pretty good. Hopefully he can work on that, build on that, and get even better for Man United. His stats are good. His stats are not the stats of a €100 million player, but it's all about the development. It's about how he's going to go and progress at Manchester United. The beauty for him is that he's come into a great club that needs him, but he's also come into a club that has a manager that he's already worked with that literally just a couple of months ago was his coach. And so he will feel right at home, I think, getting stuck in there. Plus, he's coming in for big money. I think he knows the role in the team that he's going to be given and the importance of the role in the team from Ten Hag. He's going to be, of course, playing regular games. He's going to be a big regular in the team. So I think it's got to be said that he will relish this opportunity, and if he's the right sort of mentality player, if he's got the bollocks about him to try and strive for greatness and to try and improve and kick on at United, not just come here for a big money payday to the Premier League. He doesn't strike me as the type. I don't think Ten Hag would sign him for 100 mil if that was the case. He seems like a hungry player who's only just got going in his professional career. And so at United, it's a great opportunity for him to prove himself, to make a name for himself worldwide. Okay, he's making some waves at the moment, playing for Ajax in the Eredivisie. He has been playing in the Champions League. He is in the Brazil national team. So he's already doing well. But certainly, look, this is the place where greatness can be achieved. The sky's the limit, really, at United. As long as we can get back to where we sort of need to be challenging for things. Think about Ronaldo, when he was here developing as a youngster. It's a great, great football club to be at. Different time, obviously. We had Fergie there, different time. But look, it's a great opportunity for anybody coming in who's that sort of age. So get in there. We've got ourselves a stunning player here. We have overpaid, but he's going to be flying in this afternoon for the medical. We'll get into the live chat just for a couple of minutes. We've got lots to get into. We've got Gakpo news, De Jong news, Mejbri news, Dest news, Wan-Bissaka news. We've got also Memphis Depay news. We've got a lot of news. We're going to get into it in a moment. But right now, I'm going to get into the chat for 2 minutes. Just see your thoughts and reaction from the live chat in regards to the Antony deal at the moment. And get your thoughts and opinions in there about Antony and what this means for United this season. Yeah, this guy could be the new Ronaldo, says Blackrock Rugby. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Ronaldo is he's one of the greatest players of all time. So we'll have to wait and see, but you never know. Fat Chinese Gaming, hello, bud. He says, hope you are well. Don't be fooled with the owner of buying new players. They still need to go. Oh, I couldn't agree more. Let's get those green and gold emojis in there and the hashtag glazes out, because this doesn't change a thing. It's 17 years of damage, not just one transfer window to undo everything. It's not how it works. Yes, indeed, K Cadet. Depay news, you love a bit of Memphis, don't you? And we've got a Dubravka update as well. Thank you so much as well. We've got that to get in as well. So we've got a Dubravka update, folks, which is that United and Newcastle have reached a full agreement on Dubravka. A few personal terms left to finalise with the player, but it looks promising. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much. That's from Jonathan Schrager. And yes, we do have a little piece on that as well in regards to Fabrizio Romano, who reported earlier that Martin Dubravka has agreed personal terms with Manchester United. He's hoping for Newcastle to agree and let him go, as it's a massive opportunity. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but I'm going to get into the chat in regards to Antony real quick here. So let's get into the chat about Antony for a couple of minutes. Okay, Andrew says De Jong and Memphis on holiday for Van der Beek's wedding. That's exactly true. Yeah, Antony is something special, says Thomas Cumberton. He's going to hopefully be a fantastic player for us, doesn't he? He does look really, really exciting at the moment. F that goalkeeper and find somebody else. Kind of how I feel as well, Blackrock Rugby, really. Like, why do we need another one? We should just be going to get a different outfield player, maybe a right back or another midfielder. Jabba says, I like Depay, or a centre forward. Jabba, I like Depay. I don't like the idea of giving Barca the money they need to keep Frankie de Jong. Yeah, it's counterproductive to Ten Hag's original plan. I feel you on that one. But well, I mean, the thing is with Frankie de Jong is, that deal is more than likely dead. I mean, the fact is, yeah, okay, he might be in London right now. So this is a report from Fabrizio Romano that says Frankie de Jong travelling to London as he will be on holiday after some days off decided by Xavi. It's not transfer related. No changes about his situation. No talks with Liverpool. Frankie has different plans, focusing on staying at Barca, but not open to salary cut. Okay. Frankie de Jong travelling to London. So he's there for Donny van der Beek's wedding, guys. That's what it is. So there's a report here. Frankie de Jong and Memphis Depay are travelling to England for Donny van der Beek's wedding. So I believe that's what it's about. But, you know, that Dutch connection, that Dutch contingent, who's to say that Erik Ten Hag's not best man at Donny's wedding? No, I'm just kidding. But look, Ten Hag, I'll tell you what, Ten Hag needs to get himself down there, mate. That's what he needs to do. Get himself down there when they're all getting bevied up on the old wedding and looking and chew his ear off. That's what he needs to do, really, I think, to try and go and get Frankie de Jong. But Frankie de Jong and both Memphis Depay just happen to be going to Donny's wedding in England at the moment, when we're potentially linked to both of these players still. So it's an interesting one. I mean, what is this? This saga, this window's just getting ridiculous now, isn't it? I mean, could you imagine? That's just like the ending of a movie, of like a saga pursuit, like the big finale at the wedding scene. And, Ten Hag's he's going to go finally get his signing, going to go finally get his signings. And then Xavi just fucking bursts through the door with a Tommy gun and just fucking mows everyone down. Say hello to my little friend, it's like, what's going to happen next, guys? I don't know. But these guys are flying into England for Donny's wedding. Donny van der Beek, our player, Donny van der Beek, the Dutch player, Donny van der Beek, the Dutch vibe player like Memphis and De Jong and Erik ten Hag. Wedding Crashers 2, yeah. Wedding Crashers 2, absolutely. So... Candy Scope, what's going on, bro? True red wedding, says Pyramid Scheme. Maybe an orange wedding. The orange wedding, you could call that scene. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're getting off a little bit off tangent there, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just another little piece of the rumour mill now to get into. I don't really think it means anything. He's just come to England for a wedding. But Xavi's given him a few days off. We know what the treatment of De Jong is over at Barcelona. They are very much treating him poorly still. I mean, he's not playing. He didn't play again the other day. He's sitting around and he's collecting his wages. He's obviously owed still 17 million in deferred wages, which he will get at some point. I think that's what he's sort of hanging on for. Personally, I don't see what his motivation is to stay at Barca when he's being treated like a bag of shite, to be fair. If I was him, I'd want to go and look to play for somebody else, not take a pay cut, go and play for a different club for the same sort of money, but I'd want to go and play for a different football club. But he loves Barca, obviously, that is a factor. But Xavi's treating him poorly. The owners, Laporta, the president, they said all sorts of stuff to make it seem like they love him, but really the way that they're actually treating him says otherwise. They're not playing him, they've demoted him, they've not paid him, and they've also tried to get rid of him. Like, people say, oh, Barcelona don't really want to sell him, but hang on. They did actually agree a fee with Man United previously. What is the point of doing all that if they weren't trying to get rid of him in order to rebalance the books? So maybe now what's happened is their economic situation has changed because they've, of course, exercised all these BS economic levers whoring their future out. And so they've lost, rights for percentage of their TV right deal, things like this, other stuff, licenses, etc., for a percentage and a certain amount of time. So they've definitely eased their financial situation. They were able to register all their signings. They signed an insane amount of players, which were all high-profile, big-money signings, both in terms of transfers and also in terms of wages. So I don't really know how they've been able to do it, but they have. And they did register Frankie de Jong in the squad. So that's really what it is. I mean, he's getting his head down and he seems pretty dead set on staying at Barcelona through thick and thin, regardless of being treated like an absolute mug or not, it seems. But maybe that's because he just wants to get that big old payday, and once he's got that big payday, he'll be out. But I think he knows he's on a tremendous contract there at Barcelona. Some reports say with bonuses and add-ons and things like this, he can get anywhere up to €500,000 a week. So it depends which report you hear. I mean, some people say he's on 350,000 a week, 350,000 a week, euros. That's still a huge contract. If he was happy in Barca, he likes the city, he's happy there, and he's getting paid that, which is, let's face it, probably more than he's going to get almost anywhere else other than like Man United right now. He's just keeping his head down. He's got a long contract, 3 or 4 year contract still. Maybe he's just riding the wave. So I still think Frankie de Jong stays at Barcelona, but it would be an absolute amazing turn-up for the books if this guy somehow managed to sign for United or anybody, really. There was talks of, Liverpool being interested in him. That's not been the case. Fabrizio Romano said there was no contact between the two clubs. So it doesn't look like Liverpool are in for him, which is good, because that would have been the ultimate insult if he'd gone to the shithouse Scousers. Chelsea had some interest previously. That doesn't look like it will materialise. And we don't even know the status of Barcelona right now, whether or not they want to sell Frankie de Jong, in all honesty. Their finances have changed. They have exercised other economic levers, which means that, well, as a squad, do they really have to get rid of him now? They've registered him, and they've registered their other players, so I suppose they don't have to, do they? It's a financial drain on them, maybe, but they don't have to. They're just going to have to eat it, aren't they? So, but let's ask the live chat, folks. I'm not going to say to United or anywhere in particular, but let's ask the live chat, have a little vote. What happens with Frankie de Jong? Does he stay? Let's get a stay in there if you think he stays at Barcelona. Or does he go? Does he leave and go anywhere else? Could be a loan move. Could be a transfer. Who knows? Does he stay or does he go? Let's get your thoughts and opinions in there. I think he's going to end up staying, guys, because he loves Barca and he loves the money that Barca are paying him, and he's just going to ride the wave of shit, and hopefully this will all blow over for him. That's what I think. Okay, so we have got a lot of votes coming in here. Stay says Nas and Andrew. Stay says Kickass. Go says Elliot Manduna. Stay says Ninja Starman. Retire says Philip Chapman. Stay says Chris Koo. Leave says Vincent Bullock. He stays says Gerard Ryan and Kate Cadet and Chris Chatfield and Sativa Breeder. Okay, so everyone thinks he's going to stay pretty much more or less. Yeah, the writing seems on the wall. I mean, he's over here for a wedding. Let's just hope he gets pissed out of his head and Ten Hag pops down and they have a little bit of that Dutch conflab and somehow he convinces him to come. I mean, let's hope that Donny van der Beek gets in his ear. Although, to be fair, if you're Donny van der Beek, like the football club, as Donny's seen it the last couple of years, and as Donny's actually enjoyed his football at United, he must be saying, fucking avoid. I mean, don't come along here, bud. It's a shit show. I'm not even playing, pal. So, but, you know, in regards to, and Memphis Depay's probably not got the best thing to say, because he had crap time when he was at United as well. Excuse me. So maybe, yeah, maybe they won't be putting in glowing reviews and saying they should come in, but just it is getting a little bit exciting at United with the signings that we made there. We've got a new coach. We've won the last 2 games. We've got Casemiro now. We've also got Antony coming in and all these other signings that we made. If you're a player looking from the outside in, it does start to look like a decent project. Like, it is getting towards having a good squad, shaping up to maybe challenge for things over the next few seasons. So if you're looking for a challenge where there is actually a decent squad and some ambition being shown by the owners to buy players, on the face of it, United seems all right because they're signing a lot of good players and they've got a good squad. And when I say ambition by the owners, you know what I mean. Just the bare minimum and to appease the fan base really and to try and undo the shit that they've done. But obviously, if you look at our window compared to everybody else's window, we've had a great window. Man United, compared to most teams in the Premier League, we've strengthened massively and we have signed a lot of players. I think we got rid of like 13 players altogether in various different capacities, and we signed, is it 6 if we get Dubravka? So, you know, it's like, it's not a bad window, is it, guys? But so if you're a player maybe looking at coming to join us, it's an exciting team and we've got an exciting manager. But Frankie de Jong is in London. It seems like he's just on a holiday and he's going to a wedding. It's nothing that serious. And I certainly think that it doesn't mean that he's going to join Manchester United or any other team in England. I don't think his agent's with him or anything like that. I think it's literally just a pleasure call, this one. Hey, guys, we've got 351 legends watching. We got 151 likes. That's good, but we can do better than that, my friends. Bacon Brigade, assemble! Smash the like button on the video. Let's get this sucker to 200 likes. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Of course, get yourself involved and have your say as well. So we'll do a Q&A at the end. Get yourself in for that. But yeah, so... you know, De Jong is the De Jong saga. Right then, so let's get into some other United news, transfer news. Mejbri is now looking like he's going to go on a loan to Birmingham City. So Hannibal Mejbri prepared to leave United on loan, now approved by Ten Hag. He's going to sign a new contract with Man United before the loan move. So it looks like we're going to get Mejbri signed up to a new deal, and then he will join Birmingham City until June 2023. So get some good experience in the Championship there. I would like to have kept him, but in all honesty, with Antony coming in and all the midfield options we got now with Eriksen and Casemiro's come in, and we got Fred there still, and Bruno and the wingers we've got all of a sudden, there probably isn't that many opportunities for Hannibal Mejbri in the team. So it's good that he's going out on loan, in all fairness. So good luck to him. He's a good young player and he's probably going to develop well. So hopefully he does well. But Mejbri out on loan, guys. There you go. Also, we got a little bit of information here in regards to Barcelona and Man United are apparently in talks for a swap between Sergiño Dest and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It is from Sport. But, you know, like, I mean, that's interesting. I suppose that from Erik ten Hag's point of view, Dest would be a decent player for him. And he's got those Dutch vibes and he's, you know, good going forward and this sort of thing. But, I mean, this doesn't inspire me, I'll be honest. It's not the most inspiring signing for me, guys. Smash a 1 if you would swap the Spider Wan-Bissaka for Sergiño Dest. Let us know. I mean, I personally wouldn't actually. I like Wan-Bissaka as a defensive option. That's all. I would be happy to get rid of him for the right back, but I'm not overly bothered about Sergio Dest, to be fair. He seems good, but he's not all that, is he? Exactly. Jackie says Dest is not good at defending. Swap says Antony Jong. You like Wan-Bissaka says must play. Swap says Antony. Both average really, says Rush Mano. Throw in the slab too, says John Adair. Right, so yeah, I mean, Sergio Dest is an option for Man United at the moment. He's another player that we're linked to before the end of the window, of course, and maybe we'll see something materialise there, but it's not looking that likely. Plus, if we can't get Frankie de Jong, I don't think we should go and buy other players from Barcelona. Even, like Keke said, Memphis Depay, or somebody said, sorry, in regards to if we go and buy those players, we are just helping them sort of keep Frankie de Jong, and they've taken the piss out of us all summer long. So I don't think we should take anyone off their hands at the moment, really. But look, so Dest is a possibility. Memphis Depay is also still a possibility because of the cheapness that it would cost Manchester United to bring him in. And Barcelona would be quite happy to get rid of him. So they're looking for nothing, basically, to get rid of Memphis Depay. And if Man United are prepared to sign another body, another player, somebody who can play left wing and striker, left wing and striker, then, he's a body. But he's a cheap out, bargain, budget, basement, gashed up option. We could be having more ambition looking for a better player. I mean, we could have Gakpo. We heard Gakpo's comments yesterday where he was quoted as saying he told ESPN on his future, Antony to Man United, nice for him. But for me and my future, I think that has no influence. It's like a puzzle. So in the next days, I will see which puzzle fits best. For me, it'd certainly not be bad to stay at PSV. We'll see. So, he's left the door open essentially for different clubs. Also, we have reports on Gakpo. Let's give you the latest Gakpo update. Hey, Josh Lee, great timing, man. Thank you for the 14-month membership. I was just going to get into that, man. Thank you. Let's get a hashtag 14 months in there. Josh Lee, you're a mind reader, my son. But yes, Gakpo's a way better option than Memphis Depay. Even if he costs 4 times as much, 5 times as much, he's a much better option. We're just going to spend 100 million euros on Antony, and you're telling me we can't go to 50 million euros for Gakpo, who scored twice as many goals as Antony last season, or contributed twice as many goals in the Eredivisie? It doesn't make sense. So we could have a really good window this window. This window could go from a 6 out of 10 into a 9 or a 10 out of 10 if we go and sign a player like Gakpo and, really give ourselves the firepower we need. That's it. This guy's an exciting young player because look at his stats. I mean, he's got to be a very good player just for the fact that he was Eredivisie Player of the Year, the fact he's got more goals and assists than games in those games last season. He's only 23. He's in the Dutch national setup. I mean, come on. There's all roads lead to this guy being a great signing for £40 million. So I would definitely not cheap out now if I'm Man United. I think there could be one more signing before the end of the window. And I think that signing should perhaps be Cody Gakpo, because Cody Gakpo, if you're buying Antony for that price, well, Gakpo's a no-brainer, man, for half the price. This guy's a quality player. Seems a quality player who could have a really good future. So, yeah, Memphis is a cheap-out option for the left wing. Gakpo's your future option as well. And what I like about the Gakpo deal is, well, there's lots of pluses from the point of the future development of the player. He's 23, so the sky's the limit, really. He's still got lots of years to develop and adapt to the Premier League and get better and better. He's also going to not really depreciate in value. Memphis Depay could come in and he could cost us couple £100,000 a week until he leaves his contract, and then he might not even do that much. Gakpo will be 23, signing a long-term deal, 5 years, 6 years, maybe with an option, and so he would be a player that we would have as an asset. And in a few years' time, if this player was sold, I'm sure he'd probably be sold for at least or more than what we're paying for him today. So it's a no-brainer for me, really, guys. Like, invest in the side. Glazers out, spend the bloody money. Yes, all right, it's all well and good. I think it's going to be a case of the same old shite with Man United, which is, if you look at last season's summer transfer window, we had a good window. We signed Rafael Varane, we signed Jadon Sancho, we signed Cristiano Ronaldo. We did have a good window. However, we still failed to commit fully and get all the players that we needed. It was evident we still needed a central defensive midfielder. It was evident we still could have done with another defender, really, because none of the defenders were that convincing this last season. Lindelof, Maguire, the season before, I mean. So they were good. They were better than the last season, but they still weren't convincing enough. So we didn't give the manager, Ollie, at the time, exactly what he needed to do the full job. We didn't give him a full set of cards. And the same's probably going to happen with Ten Hag. We might have given him a lot of cards, and he's got a lot of different players in here, but he hasn't got a full set yet. And so another player like Cody Gakpo, Well, it's a great one for now, but it's a great one for the future as well. This player would develop into a top player, I think. So it's a no-brainer for me, guys. Smash a 1 if you want to see United sign Cody Gakpo. Smash a 2 if you don't want him for whatever reason. Maybe you think we've got enough wingers. Maybe you think we've got Sancho, Antony, Rashi, Martial, Garnacho. Let us know. But I personally think that depth in quality, quality in depth is important. Lots of ones coming in here. Maup says 2, Nas says 2, Marley says 2, Scujo says 2, Bucks fan says 1, Jackie, Merchant, Mr. Supreme, Langy, Slurp King, Gerard Ryan, Chris Chatfield. So most people would want him, but a lot of people still think we don't really need him. I mean, there is a case of spending that money elsewhere. But I think if we're not careful, we're going to miss out on this guy. His statistics were absolutely fantastic last season. He's looking good. He's young. And there's lots of links with players, other teams being linked to this play. You know, Cody Gakpo is wanted not just by Manchester United. So we saw those quotes from him there that it's like a puzzle piece. In the next few days, I will see which puzzle fits best. That's what he said. And there's a few different offers on the table apparently for him, or not necessarily offers on the table, but clubs that are interested in making a concrete offer. You've got a few different teams. Everton apparently are planning a bid. Man United remain favourites at the moment. Ruud van Nistelrooy has apparently expressed some sort of anger about the situation, really, of course, about this. He said, Ruud van Nistelrooy said, with just days left in the window, of course, this is what he said. He said, your best players may still be bought out now, but you can't do anything about it beforehand in regards to right at the end of the transfer window. He said, each day that passes, the time to respond is shorter. It remains to be seen whether it will be possible to find a replacement at all. We have to make the most of it. So, you know, this is when he's asked about the possibility of a player like Gakpo being sold in the next couple of days before the transfer window. That's what Ruud van Nistelrooy said. And I think if you listen to his comments there, it sounds like he's kind of reserved to the fact that Gakpo's probably going to be moving on and he'd like it concluded earlier as soon as possible so they can maybe make some arrangements. That's what it seems to be the case. So there's different reports, though, suggesting that he will be linked to Everton. Also, Leeds United is also a team that's possibly interested in signing Gakpo, apparently. So, you know, he's very impressive, guys. It's very impressive stats, but and there's lots of teams that are interested in bringing this guy in. He's been dubbed as an enormous talent over in the Netherlands. He was PSV's best performer in the division and just did brilliantly. So, you know, it's a no-brainer for me, guys. I'd sign him up. I wouldn't let him go to one of these other teams because he seems like a good option and he's a better option than Memphis Depay. We'll probably end up cheaping out and bringing in Memphis Depay and giving him reasonable cash. But for me, the good value would be for the long-term future. The player that costs less than half than Antony, but the player that scored or contributed more than double what Antony did in the Eredivisie last season. I mean, that's a no-brainer to me. Get him in there. How bad can he be? You know, how bad can it be with that sort of a reputation coming in? So we'll see. We'll see, guys, what happens with Cody Gakpo, but that's the sort of latest. There's other clubs that are sniffing around him, other clubs that are definitely interested in him. Ruud van Nistelrooy has been speaking about the situation and said that, you know, it sounds like he's resigned to the fact he will lose him. He wants as much time as possible to try and find a suitable replacement. PSV will be scratching around at the end of the transfer window. And he's definitely on Man United's radar. We have previously made contact with his representatives. So that could still happen before the end of the window. It's very unlikely because I don't see United actually going to do much more business for any big money, big name players right now because we've spunked a lot of money this summer already on players like Casemiro and Antony and then all those other players they've signed. We did have a lot of players go out in the summer, which then freed up lots of cash on wages. People like Pogba going, Cavani going, Matic, all the rest of them, Lingard. Lots of money freed up, but we have added now. And so I just don't really see Manchester United going out there and signing many more players. So let's just say Antony's done, which it is obviously, and he's signed. That takes us up to 5 signings. How many more signings do you think Manchester United make before the end of the deadline day? What do you think, guys? So, you know what? I'm going to be super optimistic here, my friends, and I'm going to say 2. That's right. I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say we get Dubravka in, which looks like that's a formality now. We'll get onto that in a moment. But and then I think we'll just surprise a couple of people and get one more player. Don't know who it will be. Gakpo, maybe. Could be somebody completely different. Who knows? But I just got a feeling we get somebody. Could be Memphis. I think 2. Okay, so Vincent Bullock says 3. Johnston says 3. Feeling optimistic there, dudes. Dwayne Dibbs, what's going on, says 0. 3 says Nas. 3 says Johnster. 1 or 2 says Mac. 3 says Kickass. Johnny M says 2. 2 says Philip Chapman. Harvey United forever and fire up. None says Rohith. Tito Harvey says, get Pogba's brother to threaten De Jong to play for Man United. Oh my goodness me. Tito Harvey going in there raw. Dubravka doesn't count, says Madhouse. I feel you on that one. Dubravka +2, says Mark Nurse. Xavier Ford says 1. Right back or another striker, says Wiggy. Yes. Andrew says, don't forget the fax machine can break on deadline night. Kate Cadet says 2. Well, that's it. United's fax machine probably from the 1970s, knowing the lack of investment in the club by the Glazers. Arsenal for Life says 80 million for a 5'9" Brazilian Oompa Loompa. Watch Antony become Maguire 2.0. What an Arsenal melt job. Watch him become Pepe 2.0, you mean? Obviously, he's fucked off now. You know, like, come on, mate. You made some guff signings yourself. You're in no position to throw stones. Plus, you haven't never won the Champions League. Piss off. Gungshi says, get Pogba's witch doctor to put a spell on De Jong. Man, that was crazy. The news that there was some reports that, yeah, what's that? Pogba got a witch. Somebody put, what was it? So Pogba, there was, Mateus had made some claims that Paul Pogba had hired a witch doctor to put a curse on Kylian Mbappe. That was the story that came out yesterday. That's absolutely ridiculous. You think free the goalkeeper Gakpo and Osimhen. Oh, Osimhen G-Wolf United. Osimhen, you say? Osimhen G-Wolf United. Osimhen? We're not going to sign Osimhen. Do you really think so? I mean, I would love it, guys. There's still, let's just talk about this for a second, mate, because it's fun. Victor Osimhen, there's still talks of like possible swap deal with Ronaldo going to Napoli and Osimhen coming to United as long as we're prepared to give him like 100 million euros. But we're not going to spend that on top of spending that money on Antony and Casemiro. Surely not. I mean, imagine if we did. It would be quite an achievement from this shithouse board and this shithouse recruitment team and owners to actually spend that amount and invest and actually have a proper transfer window, because they usually don't. And there are some reports that they're still interested in Cristiano Ronaldo, and if he wants to really leave and is not committed and is, you know, needs the Champions League football, maybe Osimhen could come in the other direction. But it's basically bullshit, guys. I don't think we're going to stump up. They value him at 111 million pounds. That's what they've said. They've said previously he's worth 130 million euros. So they're pricing everybody out the deal, unless that's just, you know, paper talk, and they would accept a lot closer to say 60 or 70 million euros. I don't see this one having legs at all. It doesn't really make sense for them to swap him for somebody who's 37 when this guy could be a really good player for them for many years. He's 23. So I don't think so. I think it would be a good signing, though. Don't get me wrong. I think he seems like a good talent. He's young, he's developing, and he's had a good couple of years. But nah, I don't see that one happening, to be fair. Player prices are crazy money, Malcolm. I know you've got average players going between clubs for 60 million euros these days. Average players. It's absolutely unbelievable, really, what's going on. So yeah, Victor Osimhen, there's that piece of information. And it's interesting, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, unless Ronaldo's super desperate to get out of here and United are prepared to pay like towards 100 million euros for him, which I don't see us doing after who we've signed, then it's not going to happen, I don't think. But it would be nice. It would be very, very nice. Okay, so yes, a few more things to discuss, guys. We've got a few updates coming here as well. Let's see what's coming in here from Matty Rushmano live during the show. Shout out to Rushmano for sending us the updates. Report from Samuel Luckhurst this afternoon that says that Eric Ten Hag has been open to letting Cristiano Ronaldo leave for weeks, but Joel Glazer has resisted any possible sale. What the fuck? Well, Samuel Cuckhurst, to be fair, I don't know if we can put a faith in that one, but you know, it sounds like hearsay to me. Joel Glazer has resisted any possible sale. Okay, fair enough. But Ten Hag open to letting him go? Maybe so. I think Man United are actually open to letting him go. It's just that we're not going to let him go for nothing. And at the moment, there's no clubs that want to put a decent bid in for him. So they've already made our decision for us. We're not a bunch of mugs. We're not just going to let him go for nothing. We're not going to terminate his contract or anything. He's Ronaldo, for fuck's sake. He's a needle mover. He's a shirt seller. He's a goal scorer. We don't want to let this guy go for nothing. So that's what it really comes down to, is the fact that we haven't had any good offers for him. We haven't had any good offers for Cristiano Ronaldo yet. And, you know, that's what it is. It's a bollock story, says Mikey Nurse. It does sound a little bit on the old Bollock side of thing, doesn't it? Yeah, MEN, you know. Anyway, so Rafael Varane quoted as saying what makes Man United special. He says, "I think Old Trafford is special. I think the fans are amazing. We feel the support and all the time we need everywhere around the world." So, this is a great football club. Interesting couple of bits of information coming out as well about new Netflix and Amazon Prime battling it out in order to secure a new Manchester United documentary, a new fly on the wall documentary, like the all or nothing Manchester United type shite that they do with Arsenal and Spurs and that sort of guff. And apparently the story of the rebuild of United under Ten Hag, and of course the future of Ronaldo and the campaign to remove the Glazer family from the club, is like a Hollywood movie in itself, reports journo Daniel Cutts. So, if they're battling it out, it would make some serious interest in watching, definitely. If they had a genuine fly-on-the-wall documentary crew, I bet the Glazer shithouses wouldn't want any of that, though. That's what I think. But we'll see. They're bidding for it at the moment, apparently, between Amazon and Netflix. Glazer's out. I know, they're just whoring us out again. This is it. They'll just make more money out of us any way they can in any commercial avenue. Bunch of toss pieces. Right, I've got a bunch more stuff to get into, folks, and then we are going to get into the live chat. So please do bear with me a moment. I'm just going to try and find what I was going to say. Okay, so, Ruben Neves. Bruno Ledge says he's staying at Wolverhampton Wanderers 99%. So any reports or any links with Ruben Neves, which has gone quiet for a long time now, do not seem likely at all for Man United to go and turn our attention to Ruben Neves now. That would be quite awesome if we did, but it doesn't seem like we're going to. And yes, it's believed that United have given up our pursuit of De Jong, and so that's the case. Right, let's just get into the live chat with a rundown. Sorry, let's get into the rundown of all the latest news and goings on, guys. Just quickly, there is a Dest update that's coming here that says, as things stand, Sergio Dest will stay at Barcelona. That's from Jonathan Schrager. Hopefully that's the case, but there were reports earlier, as I said, that linked a move between Man United and Barcelona for a swap deal with Sergio Dest. It doesn't sound that realistic because I wouldn't want to swap out Wan-Bissaka for Dest anyway. Dest is might be good going forward, but defensively not the best. Wan-Bissaka at least is defensively an absolute rock if he's shite going forward. By the way, guys, we got 205 likes. We just smashed it. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that like button. Keep smashing that thumbs up on it if you haven't done so. Hit the subscribe button if you're new as well. And get yourself involved with the channel. We're on here every single day, giving you the latest Man United updates in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. You can support this show by sharing it around. Click the retweet. I'll read everyone's retweets out in a sec. Shout out to everyone who retweets the show. And you can support the show by smashing a like and help us compete with the clickbait wankers and the corporations and also the wankers. So please do smash that like, subscribe, and all that stuff. So let's do a rundown of what we discussed, guys. So Antony is flying to United this afternoon to conduct a medical. Reports from Fabrizio that he will fly to Manchester in the next hours. It will be today. It's now decided and confirmed. Medical has already been booked. He will be together with his agents. Contracts are already approved on both player and club side. The saga will be over soon. Get in there, my son. And slightly earlier on, he just also reiterated the fact that Ajax will receive 95 million euros up front and 5 million in add-ons. A crazy amount of money for this guy. But we are getting our man. And so's Ten Hag. Also, Antony has to be registered by midday on Wednesday to be available for Man United's game against Leicester City on Thursday. It's thought that it is unlikely as Antony has to sort out a visa and work permit. So still a small chance he could be registered in time. Maybe might get a small cameo in the last few minutes of the game against Leicester, but more than likely will be ready to either start or come on during that Arsenal game as well. So there's the situation there. Just an update on Frankie de Jong. If you just join us, Frankie de Jong is attending Donny van de Beek's wedding apparently, but he's been given leave by Xavi over at Barcelona to go on holiday for a few days, and he's travelling to London. He's in London as he will be on holiday after Sunday's off decided by Xavi. It's not transfer related. No changes about his situation. There's no talks with Liverpool. Frankie has different plans. He's focused on staying at Barcelona, but he's not open to a salary cut. That is the latest update there from Fab in regards to the situation. Doesn't seem like he's over here discussing any transfer deals or anything like that. And a report here that says Frankie de Jong and Memphis Depay are travelling to England for Donny van de Beek's wedding. Gakpo comments has left the door open for various different clubs. There's lots of players, of course, linked to Man United, but Gakpo's one of them. And there's a few teams that are interested in Gakpo, such as Leeds United, Everton, and supposedly Man United. Mejbri's also going out on loan to Birmingham City. It's looking like Manchester United are going to, looks like United are going to let him go out on loan and let him develop over there at Birmingham City for a year. And also, swap deal rubbish in regards to Dest and Wan-Bissaka. Hey, thank you so much there, Solskjaer99, for the £5 super chat. Let's get a Sue in the live chat for him. Thank you, Solskjaer, dude. He comments, I'm at work. Street kids usually call staff a nonce. However, today, as I was wearing a United shirt, they said, you've got Maguire on the back of your shirt. Oh, no, that's an even bigger insult, Solskjaer. Fucking hell, bud. Thank you so much, Solskjaer. Let's get a Sue in there for him. Oh, I'm sorry having to deal with that, bud. I've seen that. How funny is that? I've seen a bunch of videos going around, right? You've probably seen the same, where it's like some group of mates has got their friend a birthday present, and they're a Man United fan, the guys whose birthday it is, and they open up the present, and it's a Man United shirt, and they're like, nice. And then they turn it around, it's got Maguire 5 on the back, and everyone just fucking laughs at it, and he stood there like what the fuck, I can't wear this shit, you know? Like, that's how bad it's got with Maguire at this football club. He's a fucking mean dude. He's a joke. Anyway, right. Okay, so hold on. So also we got this piece of information, guys, about Cavani signing for Valencia. Check that out. Edinson Cavani to Valencia. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place on 2-year contract. Been told Cavani will arrive in Valencia today, so traveling from Madrid. So he's got himself a good move there. Edinson Cavani, he was great for us in that first season. Bit gash in the second. But good luck to him. Eddie Cavani, El Matador. Great fond memories of Eddie Cavani. Good luck to the guy. Okay, and then also, what's this? This has come through here. Nice. Yep, Gary Neville tweeted out on social media. He says, to Joel and Avram Glazer, stop delaying the inevitable and sell now. Love it, Gary Neville. Get in there. Yes, mate. Get in there, my son. Love it. Gary Neville going in there raw. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat now, folks, very quickly for a few minutes. Let's see what you legends are saying for yourselves. Smash that like, hit the subscribe button, get your thoughts and opinions in here, and let's be having you. Hey, Ulf793, how you doing? Disco Days, loving it. Jim says, I spoke to a few people, Pig, and guess what? I'm surprised to find out even non-football fans know Maguire is getting benched. There you go, he's become a widespread internet meme. Hope United fans can convince Frankie to come to United by disturbing Donny's wedding, says RJ. Goodness me, don't be ridiculous, mate. It's disturbing Donny's wedding. Cavani got gashed when Ronaldo nicked his t-shirt, his shirt, says Chris Barker. Maybe so, yeah. Pushed down the pecking order. Glazers out, says Kate Cadet. Get in there. Glazers trying to keep their head above water. We need to make sure we drag these scum under, says United Forever. So true. Phil Jones can come out now. The transfer window is nearly over, says Rush Bardo. Really, Gary, get in there, says Chris. I still can't believe Phil Jones is here. Cavani chant was elite. Oh, yes. Glazers out, says RJ and SM3. Antony's going to be an absolute baller, says Harvey Page. I hope you're right, my friend. Thank you, Vutinator, says smash that like button. Thank you so much, dude. Rajon comments, Glazers out. We'll be okay now for a few new faces, I feel, says Dale Walker. Yeah, we've got a lot of good players, and the squad looks decent now, doesn't it? 1 or 2 more good additions, and we could have a really good set of players, but we are still definitely much improved. Tito Harvey, get in there, my son. Andrikos says, I'm still buzzing over Martinez. How good does he look? Maguire's done. Yeah, so true. Can't wait for this guy. Buzzed, we got Antony, says Asim. Richie's DIY says, we've got the only Glazers that are shit at Windows, says Richie. Tell Gary Neville with the Glazers still in, it's not Man United. Yeah, very true, Keshav. Guys, I'm just going to go over to Twitter. I forgot to do it. Oh, shit, 31 retweets over on Twitter. You what? That's absolutely amazing, guys. What? Thank you, every single one of you legends, for retweeting over there. Sir Ewan, thank you. Audio Mark, Kane, Antony Ong, Vincent Bullock, Harvey Page, Billy, Busy the Beast, Stu R, Mr. Sims, John Rosser, Brandy Love Fan Club, Billy No Mates as well as followed me. Hot stuff. We've got Darren Bentley, Transfers MUFC. Thank you, Darren Bentley, mate. Okay, I'm not going to follow you back, mate. You got a strange bio. Sir Rhodes and Ray Jones and Terry Hoskins and Foot Fetish Social Club and Matt Gwynner and Johnny Whippy and Dan Housing and Devils Are Red and Ricky English and Sid Owens and also Devil's Advocate, Tap Fuma, Raj, Feline Fur and G-Dad Gamer. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for retweeting the show. That's awesome, guys. Appreciate that a lot. You're a bunch of legends. Thank you so much. Right, let's get back into the chat for a few, guys. Big up, dude. New job, long hours, but try to see the content when possible. Nice one, Andy Moore. Good, congratulations on the new job, bud. That's awesome. Mark Nurse's Pig, did you hear what Souness said? Man said like Martinez will be found out and he's going to get destroyed. Yeah, he said like he's an average. He also said about Casemiro. The Casemiro is like an average sort of workhorse. He's not a world-class player and all this guff. But if he was signing for Liverpool, he'd be the next best thing. Is there any hope for signing De Jong? I don't think so, Ousmane Sani. I wouldn't say so. Did Witch Doctor RS retweet a Pig? Not yet, Rushmano. Pig, what's happened to Tellers? Is he on loan? No, he's gone, bud. Tellers got sold, didn't he? Souness is a clueless twat. Only Merston and a few others are worse, says Andrew Cos. Vinny Bullock says, we got 231 likes. Can we smash 250? Richie's DIY says, Souness is a bitter melt. Gakpo news. Couple of clubs linked to Gakpo at the moment. Still not sure if United are in for him, but I personally think we should go in for him, definitely. Souness knows jack shit, says Parallel Sons. It's a sick name, Foot Fetish Social Club Society Chico. Pig Ajax have to give Antony, former club in Brazil, 16.7 million. Oh, really, Ray? Interesting one. Interesting, lad. We'll see about that. Which would you feel more excited about, a Jones shirt or a Maguire shirt? I would much prefer to receive a Phil Jones shirt, definitely. Oh, he's on loan, is he? So it's a loan with an option to buy, is it? Is that what it is? Ah, yes, I remember now. Tellers is on loan, of course, but they do have a buy option, I believe. Tellers is on loan. Pig Tellers is on loan. Yeah, I remember now. I don't listen to talk shite, as IQ Insane. A lot's happened since then, hasn't it, guys? Since Tellers left. A lot has happened since then. Zayn will eat his words come match day. Just imagine Antony scores a double when United thrash Arsenal. Zayn will have the biggest meltdown. You're old enough to remember Souness as a player. He was a thug, nothing else. Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, from videos I've seen, he's a bit before my time, but from videos I've seen, he was a classy midfielder, but he was also a fucking enforcer, chop you down, hacking bastard, dirty Scotch bastard, basically. That's what he was on the pitch, you know. But he was a good player as well. He's part of that insane Liverpool team, obviously, that had all that success. But yeah, look, anyway, fuck Graham Souness. You hope we'll knuckle down and get Ten Hag ways drilled in them? Absolutely. What striker will you most likely get? Don't think we're getting one. I think we're signing wingers stats. Doesn't look like we're actually really in the market for a striker for some reason. Dusty Baller says Merchant. I say Osimhen with 60 million Ronaldo swap. I don't think they'd go for it. Maybe if we increase the money. Apparently they value him at 130 mil. Anyway, guys, right, I'm going to wrap this video up here, guys. There's the latest update on the Antony medical and the latest on De Jong's going to Donny's wedding with Memphis holding hands. And, of course, all the other players we've discussed. That's the latest updates of the latest news, guys. Thank you so much to every one of you legends for being in here and watching this video. Thanks for having your say and getting in the live chat. Thank you to all the members for supporting the show. Thank you to Gung, she up his membership. Francois Koch for becoming a member again. And everybody else who's been in here. And thank you for watching the stream, sharing the stream, all those retweeters, man. Thank you so much. Smash that like before you go. Let's get to 250. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Click the bell icon for notifications. Thank you, Sosa. Have a great evening, man. Thank you, Antony, Primot, Kickass, Fire Up, Chris Barker, Scujo, Stutz, Ousmane, Ray, Ulf, Bub, A-Bub, Rushy, God in Control, Madhouse, and all the rest of you legends. Thank you, Rushmano. Thank you, Jim Watkins, Chris, Fire Up, Gungers, and Data, all the legends of the channel, God, Merchant, Rushy, Dizzy, and all the live chat legends. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come back after this video is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in the live chat about the any of the topics about Antony or anything, your thoughts. Get it in there. Come back after. Keep the debate going there. Drop the like, all that jazz. Follow us up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch at Flying Pig United. Thank you, United Forever. Thank you, God on Control, Jim, Johnster, Scarboy, Mark, Gungshi, Ninja Starman, IQ Insane, Harvey, Elliot, Chris Koo, K Cadet, Mark Nurse. So many bloody legends, man. Love to you all. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade. Thanks for being in here and being part of this community. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest news. We'll be back later on tonight or maybe even this early evening if there's some breaking news or any updates. So keep a lookout. If not, we'll be on 9:30ish with the latest transfer evening roundup. So thanks for joining us, guys. See you later on. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. See.